Good morning. This is White Oak Tarot, welcoming you in to another pick a card reading. Today's question that the tarot is going to answer for me and whoever's watching is, as you are going through your awakening, your healing from trauma, why is it that you feel so sad? The sadness is so intense, especially when I start to pray and meditate. It's just such heaviness that it feels like I want to do anything other than that. I want to do anything other than feel that pain or use energy work to release some of the charge around the pain. And so I don't know if you guys, any trauma survivors, thrivers out there, also are in a similar phase or have gone through that. I am, as you may know, I am a trauma survivor wanting to be more empowered. I am empowered. I am alive. I'm so grateful to be here. And I would like to be able to manage more of my life without feeling so encumbered by these heavy feelings. So that's my purpose here, is maybe by sharing my story with you. If this resonates with you, it might help you. It's certainly going to help me feel better, I hope. Maybe we can create a little community where we support each other and encourage each other to reach for our dreams and why we truly came here. Obviously, we are meant to be so much more than trauma survivors. It would be great to not have to feel that's who I am. I know I'm so much more than that. Yet when I envision myself feeling the love of Christ or Mary Magdalene, or envisioning that beautiful, beautiful solar energy flooding my body, it hurts. It doesn't feel good right now. So that's why I'm doing this reading. It must be grief. It could be that it's the current state of our world. This is July 15th, I think. Not sure what the date is actually. Could be that. It could be that we've been lied to and we feel betrayed. So anyway, by our government or by our parents, by our schools, by our churches. And so these feelings are rightfully so. Like, I think we need to honor our feelings, and that's the hard thing, I think. And so let's look at it together. I've created 3 piles, and again, what we're going to do is, how can we honor our feelings of grief, of sadness, of betrayal, as we bring forth our true divine essence into the world? How can we honor those? What would be the most productive way for you and me, whatever pile works for me, to do that? So that's what I want to look at today. So I hope it's helpful to you, and hopeful to thank you so much for watching, and please do like and comment. comments are good, and sharing is good. So this video is for trauma survivors, any type actually, but specifically for me, childhood sex trafficking trauma is what I'm dealing with, which could be why the grief is so deep. It could be why it's so hidden, having been drugged and lied to. So that's it. So let's move on from there. So we have here 3 beautiful rocks that I collected by the river. This one here, I love this, the stripes. This is a jasper rock, and this is just this beautiful piece of pottery that I found there as well, which still has the blue there, which is kind of cool for the question we're asking. So this one would be pile 1, 2, and 3, and I'm, as some of you know, I'm kind of new at all this filming and everything, so I'm working on making the filming better, but I just have this little, you know, webcam. So I have it much closer to the cards today, which is going to limit the scope of how many cards I can spread out. But here we go. So let's look at what's going on for pile number 1 around the feelings that actually haven't been expressed yet, around the traumas that you endured. And we're just going to look at the cards. There's no past, present, or future. It's just going to be a story, okay? So here's one card, which is the moon. Okay, so the moon in the Thoth deck is about bringing that sun right there, and there's that scarab beetle, and keeping the connection to the sun as you move through the darkness. And then you come up to more transformation. Pretty sure that's what that means. These are jackals. I'm not sure. I don't know a lot about them. They may be about transformation. I think that is it as well. So this group, it looks like you're right here, moving up. So you're going to be confronting that darkness, and keeping the light around you is really important. It looks like that beetle is telling you you have to keep the light around you. Now for me, what happens when I bring the light around me, I feel flooded with darkness. And so I must be right there. So notice that the darkness does fade, and transformation is coming. All right. So the next card we have is Knight of Swords. And that looks like for you and me, this group, the Knight of Swords is all about mindset. So using mindset, I guess that would be really good self-talk when you have those feelings. So the Knight of Swords is really fiery, and so in order, I guess, to push through this phase, it looks like you're going to want to just hold on and keep getting bathed by that great big solar light. And you will be buffeted by wind and storm and air. So there's a fieriness to the Knight of Swords. He's going to just cut through the falsehoods. So with fire, this is going to be like a birth that is a short birth as opposed to a long labor. It's just going to be like that. That's what that tells me. And then with the next one, we have the Five of Wands. And with wands, that's spirituality. And you're going to actively be confronting these feelings. It's going to be hard. It's going to be appear like you're in strife. You may have strife around you as you confront these feelings. So this isn't an easy time to be in, but know that you are surrounded by light, and if you keep your focus on what is truthful for you, you will be balanced. Okay? You see these flames are all around there. It's purely active force is what the book says about this. So you're in it right now. It could be like another dark night of the soul, even though you may think that you've had them already. There's more to it. So pure balance force. So you don't pull other people into your strife just when you're not feeling good. Just keep, especially if they're not anyone who can understand what you're going through, just keep your distance and find your tribe, I guess. Let's keep going with the story. So we have the Star. And the Star, yes. In this case, the Star is showing, to me, there's that great solar sun that you're needing to be aware of. Okay? And you can equate that great solar sun, that force, the life force with God. That when you do that, you become free. See, there you are, all naked and enjoying being in nature. There's a spiral of water there. And you're balanced. I'm not really sure what that means when she's pouring water out into two places, and it seems like she's like walking on water too. So this is a card about just incredible connection to forces and energies that we just don't understand, and that may have been hidden from us with traditional teachings and religion and all that. This could be the multiverse, the universe all around you. You may be becoming conscious of all that. That's coming too. So that could be part of your grief, is, you know, not knowing exactly where to turn, having lost trust in traditional religions, when you see, for example, the Pope might have been arrested and all that stuff. There's just a lot of reasons to not be too excited about that patriarchal religion set up. So this is basically saying, you know, after all this happens, you are going to feel calm. It's going to be all right. Belief and positivity. So you're looking at a little bit of a storm right now, but it's coming that you're going to be feeling a lot more peaceful. Just like outside, you can hear the truck backing up. It's really loud. So the Emperor is the next card. And the Emperor, I love how there's major arcana showing up here for you. So the Emperor is a very positive figure. And let's see what we can discern about the Emperor. So the Emperor is one of the first major arcanas. And see, his eyes are going back and forth. He's checking out things. He's making sure everything is safe. He's ready to lead and protect. He is a symbol of the patriarchy. And he is serious about this. So this could be you. You're serious about your transformation. And it's going to be okay. You are going to be scanning around, looking for safe places to be. Okay, that's what I'm seeing. So this strife period is going to come to an end. And, oh look, the Knight of Pentacles shows up. Wow. So you're looking at a positive period coming up as you go with the little beetle through the darkness. You're going to be coming up to a new opportunity. The Knight of Pentacles is a messenger that's bringing you a new way to make money or create material security for yourself. You know, that beautiful horse. So this is all really great and positive. You will be quite productive in this period of time. Look at that. There's a little bee. And the pomegranate has incredible fruits on the inside, but that big thick skin, it's really hard to get to the goodies, right? When you're eating a pomegranate. So the bee doesn't seem to worry about its goals or anything. It just goes about its daily tasks, which is going around and collecting nectar and pollen to bring back to the hive. And so best thing for you is when you see this opportunity come up is to just set a routine for yourself. Not a huge, like, really ambitious one right yet. But do set a routine for yourself so that you have something that you're going to be doing on the daily to help with your productivity, because I know that these emotions can really set you off track. So in order to get to that productivity, what this card is telling me, it's important for your routine to allow yourself time to break open that thick rind and get to the pearls inside you. The pearls, I'm saying, which are the pomegranate seeds. And then going forward with your day. So that's kind of what I'm getting from that card. All right. Yes, and this kind of this definitely coincides, not kinda, coincides with the Emperor. You're stepping into a new zone of leadership because you're going to be like that scarab beetle, going through that darkness and emerging and transforming. When you do that, you have earned the rank of leader. And so you will be a leader, knowing that. So the bear and the cedar, I'd like to read what it says about that in this book. The Woodland Gardens is the deck I'm using here for those oracle cards, and that's number 9. Oh, nice. So reminding us to be benevolent and powerful at the same time is what a great leader is. Bears are emperors. That's so cool. This book says that. The bears are emperors of the woodland and guardians of the forest. Paired with cedar, this card invites us into mature authority, which is like the emperor. So that is amazing. I love that. The bear and cedar. I love cedar, and they're on my land. I definitely want to plant more of those. Ooh, and another animal card for you is the fox and ivy, which is adaptability. So being able to go with the flow during the day, not being too rigid in your routine, having a general routine. That's why I said not a huge routine, but a general routine. The purpose of the routine is for you to feel your feelings, bring them into a greater understanding, and letting yourself be seen and heard by at least yourself, so that you can step forward and be that leader that you're meant to be. So for this group, great leaders are adaptable as well. They've got a plan A, B, and C. They're in good shape, so making sure that you're putting in your routine a little time for, Pilates, yoga, a little run or a hike, that kind of thing. Just taking good care of your body. And ivies, basically, they just climb, right? They climb. They cannot stand up on their own, right? So they find something to climb upon so that they can get their leaves into the sunlight to make sugar for the root system. So that's good. Cedar is such an amazing plant. That is actually, it looks like it's red cedar. If you look at this really closely, this is not cedar, it's juniper, right? See the juniper berries there? So I don't know why. I'm a botanist, and those are junipers. They're called red cedar where I live, and I have these on my land, and that's what I want to grow. But they're not true cedars. Anyway, it's fine, but okay, so that's next. Is there anything else that I feel might be helpful for you. Well, here's what part of your routine. So I know what I wanted to do is, I'm not sure what this group is about yet. Like, I wish I could be giving career advice or anything like that. But no, I don't see that right now for this group. What I see is you allocating time in your day to just get to know your feelings a little bit better, what your struggles are. Because if you did experience, for example, childhood sex trafficking abuse, there's a lot more individuals out there who did experience that. So hopefully this video's finding them so they feel heard and seen. This is one of the hardest things about dealing with it, is people don't believe you, or it's just so horrible to think about. They don't even want to listen to you because it hurts them. Okay? So, yeah. So I want you to know that if that's something that happened with you, I do believe you. This is big. So that's all it could be. You could be just becoming a person who's able to be present during the day and see people. And instead of setting goals and saying, like, goals like, I'm going to be a world-class speaker, or I'm going to be a millionaire, or something like that. Instead, it feels better for this group if you say, I'm going to learn who I am. And as I learn who I am, which is an infinite spirit, soul created by the one true God, then my purpose and my desire to serve will lead me to the correct expression of my gifts, which will, then I'll be able to create goals for myself. Does that make sense? This is a big, important piece for you in your journey through all these feelings and the betrayal, the grief. It's really important to water your garden, and that's you. You're the garden. Your body is the garden. You need nourishment, body care, tenderness with your feelings, and rest. Okay. If you have a place like that to go rest in, kudos, right, to you. All right. All paths lead home. Look at that, a labyrinth. Turn your gaze within. This is really a journey for going inward. Not looking for recognition from other people. Instead, looking for how connected you are with yourself. And then, here we go. Codependency is in the picture here. Normal, especially if you've encountered childhood abuse. You literally had to merge with your abusers to get through. Okay? I'm going to say that again. If you had childhood abuse, you literally had to merge with your abusers to get through. It was a very good survival tactic. You may have developed incredible radar to determine what kind of mood your caretaker was in, because it would save you from it would save you. So there really weren't boundaries. Boundaries weren't really allowed, encouraged, taught. So you need to do that. You need to consider boundaries. If you don't mind, I'm going to look up this card and see what they mean by Hadarian energy. I'm not really sure. So it says you got the love. Oh, okay. So the Hadarians are believed to be beacons of pure, divine, unconditional love who see love in all people and situations. Okay. As a result, they can find it hard to have boundaried, interdependent, healthy relationships because they only see the unconditional nature of those they meet. They're here to learn how to love while in a separate body, to learn to love self first and then establish healthy relationships with others. To remember that the love they seek is already within them, that they truly do have the love all on their own. So boundaries, again, so if I were to say just two things to leave you with for this reading, it's creating the boundary of having a morning routine. It could be an hour, it could be 2 hours, it could be 30 minutes, though that's really not long enough. And as you do that, you'll be able to explore what are boundaries with other people. So I hope this was helpful for you, and I'm going to move on now to pile number 2. So pile number 2 with the red jasper from the river. Jasper rock. So there's all kinds of jasper rocks, right? All different. It's a kind of a quartz. This one's from the river. And pile number 2, what we're looking at is those feelings of grief. I need to write down the question before I start. The feelings of grief and sadness that are just seem so overwhelming as you begin to more intentionally connect with the light of your inner being. So for you got futility, which is the 7 of Swords. So the heaviness of these feelings just makes you want to give up. Like, I just can't connect to them. And that could be because you have been programmed to not seek source. Instead, to look to fear to motivate you. So, especially with these little geographic figures, programming can actually present as a clairvoyant. Programming, me being a clairvoyant program, can present in the energetic space or the body in that way as actual energetic structures. So if you are with true, sincere intention looking to connect with your inner light and connect with our divine creator, and you hit up against fear that you even weren't feeling, you could be hitting up against programming. Where that programming could come from would be your caregivers. It could be from any medical interventions you have that carry programming. Programming can come through the media, through TVs. Programming can also, I've observed, be beamed down from structures in the sky. So anywhere where you resonate with being programmed because you want to be safe, will be where that programming is. So just know that you're encountering programming. I've been trained in how to release programming, and I can do that for you if you would like, in a one-on-one. You don't need me to do it. You really can't do it on your own. You need to connect in with Jesus and ask Jesus to remove it for you. You can, a Christian would say that it's demonic energy, it's from the devil. That's fine. You can look at it that way, and you can ask Christ to remove it for you. And that's worked as a clairvoyant. I have seen Jesus come and take it and just remove it. So that works as well. So the reason why you're hitting up against that futility is those swords, those mental constructs have been placed in you. So I know this might sound really strange, but I've seen it. I've removed them. Yeah. Okay, so here we have the devil playing devil's advocate for you as you try to connect with who you truly are. The devil's showing up. And what that does is it keeps you in this endless cycle of, well, reincarnation, or staying with those, meeting the basic human needs instead of the needs that actually help you to evolve and grow, which is to serve others and to grow. So here, if you are catering to these thoughts, like the devil could have placed these, right? You will stay here. Okay, and the devil has got a hold on that. So you can, the devil is not all powerful. No. The devil is a strong force, but no, not all powerful. So again, the best thing to do is to pray to Jesus and ask Jesus sincerely for help. Tell Jesus you want to know him. And there you go. And ask Jesus to help remove those barriers to getting to know him. And when you get to know him, you get to see that you are a reflection of him, and that you would like to grow to become more like him. Oh, nice. Okay, so you are going to be helped. Okay, I'm going to do that. The light is tough. Hi, beautiful birdie. So the Queen of Wands is showing up here as well. And the Queen of Wands is an individual who has honed their intuition and their connection to divinity. Look at their crown chakra at the top of their head. It's golden, and there are golden rays emanating from the crown. And that pine cone is the pineal gland. And the Queen of Wands has her hand on the jaguar, which shows you that she has learned to learn to control the base human desires. Okay? All right? She's learned to control those. And through controlling those, she has attained spiritual mastery. So for this group, this is a really hopeful card to have, because you're experiencing futility and the devil at this point in time, but you're also experiencing the power of the light as well. Okay? So it's like maybe you feel bipolar. Not saying anything against anyone who's bipolar. That was not a good choice of words, except for it really does describe how someone who is vacillating between serving the light and serving the fear, they would appear to be bimodal in their behavior. Okay? My ex-husband is bipolar, or was bipolar, or shows it. Hasn't been showing it lately. I'm not really sure why, but it might have been some medication that he's on now. I'm not really sure. But anyway, the Queen of Wands is showing that you are capable of this. You are going to do this, but it's being conscious of when you're letting the devil tell you how you should be feeling about a situation or not. Because I guess when those feelings come up, most important thing to do is actually say, I acknowledge those feelings. Yes, you are sad or grieving. You were betrayed, and you should feel those feelings if you were betrayed. So I'll listen, and that's it. Usually that's all that needs to be said. So here we go. You're in a tower moment, this group. So you're letting go of fear. See that lovely lightning rod? That's just burning up stuff that is not going to help you to become that Queen of Wands. And you have heartbreak. You do have heartbreak. You've been betrayed. Not just by your caregivers, but by the government and the education system or religious church. For some of you, it's been partners, marriages, friendships. So the Three of Swords shows that you really have valid feelings of heartbreak. So what is the best way to move through those feelings for this group? Let's see. I'm looking at my tarot book to see what they say. Your emotional world's turned upside down and inside out. So breathe deeply and just send yourself as much love as possible. Be with those feelings. And talk to yourself about what's coming down the pike once you acknowledge the feelings, that good things can come to an end or bad things come to an end, and you will be coming to a place of more power. Okay, so there we have it. The Page of Pentacles is coming to you with a message of some kind of dream coming true for you. Okay? Some kind of material dream that would be some security, financial security showing up. Do you have a special relationship with the crow? Is this just not showing up because it's dark? Yeah, there we go. So it's the crow and the dogwood is that card for you. So yeah, you have intelligence. You can figure this out. You can use your mind to help you navigate these emotions. For you, this is feeling like your innocence was shattered. I see that with the mouse and the buttercup. That's why this showed up. Yes and no. Yes, you were innocent, and you know, everyone has free will, and so your caretakers decided to betray you. So that's tough. But the intelligence card here with the mouse and the buttercup is telling you to also keep feeling innocent about things. Keep, like, sometimes being naive or gullible is something that I think childhood sexual abuse survivors suffer from, like the inability to discern who's good and who's bad sometimes. But this is saying that your discernment is going to be spot on. You're going to learn how to use it more and more correctly, and that'll allow you to really have that childlike innocence and excitement about things. Okay, that's what this is about. This is like the Fool. Yeah, and this is teaching you that whatever situation is causing you heartbreak, it's teaching you that you need better boundaries. So boundaries, boundaries, boundaries. You need to protect yourself against negative anything right now. Okay? Everything that you bring into your life should be supportive at this point in time as much as possible. So if it doesn't feel like it's supportive, then don't do it again. Period. Because you're that important. You have a big role to play in the creation of our new earth, right? So the Starseed card that you got is Breath of the Cosmos. My will to thy will, micromanaging the universe. So letting go, surrendering, letting go of micromanaging your life, surrendering to your inner guidance and connecting with the Creator. And how do you do that? That's by keeping really centered. This is something that you wanted to learn how to do, how to handle big emotions. You wanted to learn how to feel all those feelings. So those feelings are big, but you are bigger. And see, the picture is of this woman in an egg where she is fully embracing, well, her, looks like she'll be landing soon. So you want to embrace your feelings and stay connected to your inner divinity at the same time. And this card shows that you have some possibly past lives in an Atlantean civilization, I think. So that was a very advanced civilization, technologically and spiritually. There may, let me see what this is talking about. Lost. What this card is saying is you're needed because you've experienced this kind of a world that was incredibly technologically advanced and spiritually advanced. And we need your wisdom to survive as a species. So I need you, my dog needs you, my mom needs you, everybody needs you because you have these gifts that you are meant to help all of us stay here on Earth and create the new Earth, right? So this card is telling you that if you feel unprepared to do what, like you wake up in the morning, you say, I want to live like me. Okay, I want to live off grid and be prepared for the apocalypse. Okay? But you feel unprepared. This card is calling you to consider you've done this before. Perhaps your soul has wisdom beyond what your lifespan can imagine. Perhaps the intuitive hits and ideas you're receiving are divinely guided. Perhaps you've been preparing for this time. So the affirmation for this is to actually take this card. Come on. Take this card, which says Soul Memories and Gifts. Put it on your heart and say, I unlock any forgotten wisdom and soul gifts from lifetimes past. And just when I did this, a little black beetle landed on my kneecap and started crawling around me. And I think that insects are from another planet and that I lived on that planet and they come here to help us. I really do. So that's weird. So I unlock any forgotten wisdom and soul gifts from lifetimes past. So that is your assignment. Take a picture, a screenshot of this. Print it out. Ooh, sorry, beetle. And say, I unlock any forgotten wisdom and soul gifts from lifetimes past. And then let me know what happens. Let me know if you feel a little less overwhelmed about taking on a new project. Okay. That's it for pile number 2. Please like, share, and subscribe. I really look forward to growing my channel. I mean, I have 1 subscriber, I think. So I've been divinely guided to do this, so I know there's people out there who could really benefit from my readings. Just know that I've always been a clairvoyant, and ever since I was a child, and I'm also trained in being a clairvoyant. So I do have many gifts to share, and I just really hope that it serves you. So here we are in pile number 3. Isn't this so wonderful? This pottery, I love it. The little brush strokes of the blue flame. So let's do this. Pile number 3. So again, we're looking at the feelings of grief that come up when you're connecting with your inner divinity, and they tend to be associated with the emotions that haven't been processed yet of being abused. For me, it's a childhood sex trafficking thing. So, I'm drinking these really good drinks. This is Ora Bora Cactus Rose. It's a sparkling water. I found it. It's really good. So for pile number 3, we have the Two of Swords, which is peace and balance. And so this is so cool. You, pile 2, are in a place where your mindset is conquering or has conquered any of that programming that causes you to feel separated from who you are and causes you to think thoughts that are not loving and they're fear-based. So this is really awesome. You have a lot to share with people because you've been able to transform a tough situation. Okay, so kudos to you. You are in balance. Oh my gosh. And so you are showing as the Prince of Discs here. And so you are in process of bringing your gifts into the world and manifesting them and keeping yourself well taken care of. You're moving along with it, so you have control over all of this. Oh my gosh. And look, you got Prudence, which is the 8 of looks like we have the sunlight's coming in. So Prudence, which is the 8 of discs, and this is showing complete balance, order, and growth. More is coming. It's a living tree, and these are discs that represent wealth, material, abundance. I mean, there could be little trees all along here. So you've cultivated something for yourself. And there's certainly plenty to share for other people. Cool. So you're experiencing a situation now where you could be encountering a new relationship. You could be learning to eat from the tree of life versus the tree of good and evil, which is the tree of knowledge. You know what I mean? So you could be navigating those decisions very well on a daily basis, which I think is more useful than having a relationship, but that's me. Yeah. So anyway, you're in a new relationship phase, whether it's to yourself and your mindset, or there is a person that's coming into your life. Pile 3, you're in a good place. So your mindset is victorious over the emotions. And the way that you achieve this victory is through spiritual surrender. And by doing that, you have emerged victorious. So you are a valuable resource. I'm wondering if you did use the blue flame energy to deal with the feelings, because that's a great way to do it for some people. And wow, the Fool. So you are embarking upon, there we go, a new journey. This is all new for yourself. You aren't used to feeling that you are, what am I saying? You're not used to feeling victorious. So this is a huge accomplishment for you. And how did you do it? That's really important. We need to know, because if you're watching this video, then you have been severely traumatized. That's my intention, is that I'm helping people who've been severely traumatized for extended periods of time. So you did it. How did you do that? You're in this great period of happiness. The ladybug and sweet pea. Possibly this was what you did. And again, because this card is beautiful, but it's dark, it doesn't focus on the words or the picture. So I'm just going to cover the picture first so you can see the card. No. There we go. The snail and huckleberry is what it says. Bummer. I can't get it to focus. I'm sorry about my substandard filming equipment. So it does say trust in the invisible. So the question I was trying to answer was, how have you done this? How have you achieved this happiness? Fool energy, trusting in the invincible. The Fool knows he has everything, he or she has everything he needs to go on the journey. Why is everything blurry all of a sudden? So, same thing, that snail knows that too. So, the snail, I've been getting a lot of snails in my RV. There we go. Okay. All right. So trusting in the invisible, that's huge. So how did you acquire that trust? You had curiosity. Oh. I'm so mad. I don't know why it's doing this to me. Curiosity. There, finally. The raccoon and sycamore. Curiosity. Oh, I love both sycamore trees and raccoons. So you just were curious about what your emotions were and what they felt, what they meant. Oh, look, it's working. Trust in the invisible. So something guided you. That's so amazing. And what was it? Well, you did have incredible feelings of being homesick for the stars, it says. Longing for home. And that really got you interested in figuring out, what am I doing here? Why did I have these feelings? Why did I have this happen to me? So I think this is the answer. So let's read what that says, because I'm kind of clueless about all these things. I'm learning. This is the Starseed Oracle deck. Oh, damn. Why did you do that to me? Come on. Let's focus. Did I move it? We had... Come on. Focus. Don't understand. There's no manual with this thing or anything. Okay, let's focus on this Hiraeth. It's a Welsh word for homesickness. It's a distant memory, longing for the unity of source, a remembering of interconnected oneness. This yearning can lead starseeds to travel. So you may have gone to an ashram, you may have gone to workshops in wherever, you may have traveled the globe, okay, to find understanding. So you have journeyed quite a bit. There we go. We kind of have a little bit more focus. So you've journeyed a lot. And you have much to share. Longing for home, homesick for the stars. All right, now we're focused again. If you resonate with this yearning for home, you're being invited to remember your soul chose to be here on earth, which I think you've already figured that out, but maybe you might be able to show other people that. You're being called to anchor all of your presence, your personality, your soul, and your spirit in the here and now. So how can you commit more fully to your life? So you just decided, I'm going to totally commit to this. I'm here, even though I really miss, like it's like going to summer camp when you're younger. And the kids that don't have fun are the ones who just keep longing for home. And the kids who do have fun are the ones that are like, oh, I'm just going to embrace this. So that's what you're doing. You have fully embraced this. The intelligence of the universe lies within you. So you're grooving as a child of the cosmos. Again, what I'm seeing for this group are community gatherings where you share food. I don't know why I'm seeing a fire, a drum circle, but making sure that this energy that you're generating together is to align with the one true God and not anything demonic or satanic. So, and you're going to teach people about that. Okay. And you may be that person that teaches people about ley lines, power places, trust where you are led. Okay. Oh, this is a wonderful reading. For me, it makes me feel, if you do watch this, I'm totally honored that you did. And thank you so much for watching. Please like and comment and subscribe. Share if you'd like. And let me know if anything resonated with you. I appreciate it so much. Thank you so much for watching. And wishing you the best. Thank you.